Hello dear student, how are you all? I think everyone are fine there. So student, welcome back to English class. So student, where were we in the previous videos? Yes, we were there on the glimpses of the past and the lesson number was third, which is 3. Yes, so it is a class 8th NCRT English chapter number 3, glimpses of the past. And in the whole recorded video, we have discussed briefly about each and every single pages, and we got knew what happened with India during the reign, during the hegemony, during the power of Britishers, and Britishers totally exploited our Indian territory. What they did? They exploited our Indian territory very badly, even to the peoples of India, some common peoples. So student, this is what we have discussed in the previous video. So student, today we are going to discuss with working with the text and the comprehension check questions which were available there behind the lesson and which is given there on the page number 45. So student, I have sent you the app which is related to the textbook, so you can download that app and you can open the textbook and you will get new about the questions, and here we are going to discuss the question plus answer of the same lesson. So please write it down in your notebooks by pausing the video. So this is what you have to do. So student, let's begin with the working with the text even comprehension check questions of the lesson glimpses of the past. Glimpses of the past. Have comprehension check question, page number 45, and the questions are: first question, look at picture 1 and recall the opening lines of the original song in Hindi. Who is the singer and who else do you see in this picture? So this is what which is based on your observation and your analyzation. Okay, so the question number second is asking, in picture 2, what do you understand by the company's superior weapons? So what did you understood by the company's superior weapons? In the question number 3, who is an artisan? Why do you think the artisan suffered? It is a picture 3. Then comes question number 4, which picture according to you reveals the first sparks of the fire of revolt? So which picture according to you reveals the first sparks of the fire of revolt? So student, this all question a comprehension check questions are not important for the examination, but it is important for your own opinion. So you should give the opinion regarding to the each and every picture, regarding to the each and every pages which is asked here in this question. Okay, so let's discuss what the answers which were given here below. So the first question answer is, the opening lines of the Hindi song are: ए मेरे वतन के लोगो, टर्न तुम खूब, ए मेरे वतन के लोगो, ये शुभ दिन है अब सबका, लहराओ तिरंगा तिरंगा प्यारा, पर मत भूलो सीमा पर, ओके, वीरों ने है प्राण गवाए. So this is a song which the Lata Mangeshwar, okay, sang in the first page of the first picture. So she is memorizing those sacrifices, she is memorizing those, okay, freedom fighters and their great work for bringing the freedom, and here we are enjoying the fruits of freedom. So it was sung by Lata Mangeshwar. We see Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, Lal Bahadur Shastri and Mrs. Indira Gandhi in this picture. Okay, so the second question answer is, the East India Companies conquered India by using their superior weapons, the guns and diplomacy. They are the two most superior weapons of the East India Company. So the third question answer, an artisan is a craftsman skilled in some trade. They suffered because the goods that they produce lost demand in the Indian market. So student, here you will get the new word artisan. What do you mean by the artisan? Craftsman. So who were the craftsmen? Who do okay small business, who take the help of their own hands and they make small consumable product which is environmental friendly. So they are skilled in some trade. So they are skilled in some trade. Then what happens to them? Their economy, okay, their roti pani, okay, their food is snatched by the Britishers, because Britishers products came and they increased the competition in between the Indian products and okay in the Indian market. All right. And the question fourth answer is picture 7 reveals the first spark of the fire of revolt. Okay, the picture 7 reveals the first spark of the fire of revolt. So student, scroll there in your PDF, see the picture number 7. So it revolves the first spark. Spark means do you know when the Deepavali comes and you spark the crackers? So first spark, the first light is called first spark. Okay, so the first spark of the fire of revolt, fire of that big war is okay picture number 7. Okay, see it once. Then comes to the working with the text, which is given there on the page number 45. Yes, it is given there on the page number 45. Working with the text. So here we have the first one. Answer the following questions. What it is? Answer the following questions. So the question number 1 is here. Do you think the Indian princes were short-sighted in their approach to the events of 1757? So they were short-sighted in the approach to the events of 1757. So the answer is yes. The Indian princes were short-sighted in their approach. Short-sighted means okay they become angry. Okay, they become angry, and here in their approach they were too angry because Britishers exploited them. They fought against each other with the help of the British. So what they did, they taken the help of the British. They were angry, okay, they were fool person and they were short tempered, and they start fighting with their own brothers, okay, and they taken help of the Britishers to kill their own brothers. Thus the British became the virtual rulers. So the British became the virtual rulers. Virtual means here the army which helps another army and it provides its force to fight with another king. So they can be said here virtual rulers. Okay, they are not a real rulers, but they are virtual rulers and they are playing the role of the present ruler. So they can be called here virtual rulers. Now comes to the question number 2 of working with the text. Question number 2 of the working with the text says here, how did the East India Company subdue the Indian princes? What it is? How did the East India Company subdue the Indian princes? So answer is the East India Company spread their wings in India to promote their trade. They supported one Indian prince to finish the other. As a result, power passed on to their hands. So what they did, what the question is asking, how did the East India Company subdue the Indian princes? How they taken the charge of our Indian princes? They taken the charge of our Indian princes by promoting their trade. While helping them in their own trade, they supported one Indian prince to finish the other. Okay, and the result of it, the power came in the hands of the Britishers. So these are the two main reasons where they taken the charge of our Indian princes. All right. Now comes to the question number 3. Which question? Yes, question number 3. So the question number 3 is asking, cut the words used by Ram Mohan Roy to say that every religion teaches the same principles. So which religion teaches which principle, or what is that principle where every religion teaches the same? Here the words of Ram Mohan Roy spoken to his wife were, cows are of different colors. See, cows are of different colors, but the color of their milk is the same. Alright, different teachers have different opinions, but the essence of every religion is the same. In the same manner, with the help of this quote, okay, what do you mean by student? Quote, what is the meaning of quote? Quote is a group of words, it is a phrases, and it is not understood generally, but it is telling the meaning of something. So it is called here quote. With the help of the courts, someone used to explain something. With the help of the court, someone used to explain another thing, and which will be got easily to your mind. So it is called court. So here Ram Mohan Roy uses the court to explain his wife about the situation which is going on there in India during the British rule. Alright, now comes to the question number 4th. Which question? Question number 4th. In what ways did the British officers exploit Indians? Answer is, the British rulers passed a resolution under which an Indian could be sent to jail without trial in a court. So here the British rulers passed a resolution under which an Indian could be sent to the jail without any trial. Somewhere will take place in the court. So they were kept in the jail without any trial and without any reason. So it is a very cruel and the bad resolution which is passed by the Britishers. The goods manufactured in England were exempted from custom duty. So the custom duty was not being taken from the goods which were manufactured in England. The officers prospered on the company's loot and their private business flourished. Then what happened? The officers prospered on the company's loot and their private business flourished. So the officers were filling up their own pockets by the company's business, and they are making their own mansion, a big property they are earning. This is what happened in between the company's rule. There were some rats in the companies who are eating the preservation of the companies itself. So here this what happened here. So what question is asking? In what ways did the British officer exploit Indians? So this is the best suitable answer for this question. It means how the Britishers were exploiting the Indians. कैसे Britishers हमारे इंडियंस पर अत्याचार कर रहे थे, यह क्वेश्चन पूछा गया, यह प्रश्न पूछा गया, और इस प्रश्न का उत्तर ये है। ब्रिटिशर्स हमारे इंडियंस पर बहुत अत्याचार कर रहे थे। वह हमारे भारतीयों को जेल में डाल रहे थे बिना किसी सूचना के, बिना किसी अनुच्छेद के, और बिना किसी ट्रायल के, बिना किसी रेजोल्यूशन के, और हमारे भारतीय लोगों को कोर्ट में जाने का हक नहीं था। अगर अंग्रेज़ों को भारतीयों पर शक होता, उन्हें पकड़ के जेल में रख दिया जाता, और वह इंग्लैंड में बने हुए वस्तुओं को यहाँ बेच रहे थे, और उनके वस्तुओं में कोई भी टैक्स नहीं लगाया जा रहा था, और उनके वस्तु हमारे भारतीय वस्तु के बीच में बहुत ही ज़्यादा कंपटीशन हो रहा था, जिसके कारण हमारे छोटे छोटे जो उद्योगपति थे वह भूखे पेट मारे जा रहे थे। दिस इज़ वॉट रिटन हियर इन दिस आंसर। नाउ कम्स टू द क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. So the question number 5 says, name these people. So what the question 5 is asking? Name these people. So who were they? See, the ruler who pitched battles against the British and died fighting. The ruler who pitched battles against the British and died fighting. Second question, the person who wanted to reform the society. Third question, the person who recommended the introduction of English education in India. So who is that person? Two popular leaders who led the revolt. Choices may vary. So you can choose any popular two leaders who supported the revolt. So the answer is, the ruler who pitched battles against the British and died fighting is Tipu Sultan of Mysore. The first question is first answer, Tipu Sultan of Mysore. Second question, the person who wanted to reform the society, Raja Ram Mohan Roy of Bengal, he wanted to reform the society. The person who recommended the English education in India, and his name is Lord Macaulay. And the fourth one is two popular leaders who led the revolt, Nana Sahib Peshwa, Kunwar Singh, Begum Hazrat Mahal, who supported the revolt, which sparked by the Mangal Pandey, and they were the soldiers of Britishers and Indian origin soldiers, and this revolt of 1857, the first war of 1857 taken place in the Meerut, Uttar Pradesh. Now comes to the question number 6, the last question of working with the text. Question number 6, mention the following: two examples of social practices prevailing then. two oppressive policies of the British, two ways in which common people suffered, four reasons for the discontent that led to the 1857 War of Independence. So the answer of this question here given. See, so the first question, two example of social practices prevailing then. What were the two social practices prevailing then? Untouchability and child marriage. So these are the two cruel social practices which is too much prevailed in our India, and these two social practices made the Britishers to rule over the Indians. Okay, now second question, the two oppressive policies of the British. What were the two oppressive policies of the British? See, the two oppressive policies of the British are: the British masters allowed imports in India tax free. They ruined Indian cottage industries by collecting the raw materials and sending back to the inland. Now the third question, two ways in which common people suffered. What are these two ways? The farmers were taxed heavily and the thumbs of skilled workers were cut. So this is what, these are the two ways where common people have suffered a lot. Then the question number 4 asked here, what it is? Question number 4 is two popular leaders who led the revolt. Who were they? Question number 4 is four reasons for the discontent that led to the 1857 War of Independence. So here the first reason is, the question is asking, tell the two reasons, okay, where the first war of independence taken place. So the reasons are here. Santals who lost their land became desperate and they revolted. They were fighting against the Britishers for their land. Who? Santals community. Where are from they? They are from Bengal. Okay. The sepoys in the English army were paid much less than the white soldiers. So they are discontented and angry. Okay. Then see, the Brahmins were furious when they came to know that the bullets they had to buy contained cow fat and pig fat. So they became more angry. Now D, many landlords were more sore because the British policies deprived them of their land and state. So these are the four reasons where people became so angry and they wants to fight against the Britishers for this indiscrimination. So student, this is what we have discussed, the question and answers, okay, of the lesson which is there in the working with the text. So student, what you have to do, okay, revise each and everything thoroughly, make a proper notes in your notebook and write out these question and answers in your fair notebook. All right, and students, keep preparing for the post term 1 examination which is coming soon, and today we are going to leave the syllabus paper of the post term, so everyone should watch it out thoroughly and start preparing for the post term 1 examination. And in the post term 1 examination, every portion is coming whatever taught, okay, till now, okay, never even a single portion is going to be left behind. Each and everything is coming, okay, from lesson, working with the text, working with the language, okay, in grammar, each and everything is coming what is there in the lessons. All right, so student, this is what all about today's video, and for the time being, take care and have a nice day.